Hi, so thought I'd talk about patch bays today. I'm in the middle of working on this one right here. The idea behind a patch bay is that you've got input signal coming from one source and then output to another source, and you can take the input and reroute it to any of the outputs that you want. This one is gonna go up here in my desk. You see I have several bays open. Right now, none of these two compressors and this preamp are not connected to. I've got a bigger patch bay over here that I did last summer. This one is gonna go up in there and just kind of connect everything back together. So this is a 16 channel cable that is gonna run from this patch bay, all the ins and outs right here that go to this one. So from this one, I can route any of my audio signals out to this patch bay, which is gonna be probably right in the middle here. And from there, I can connect to any of these, the gear that's in here, and then back to this patch bay, which goes back to the mixer or to the interface or wherever I need it to go. So for the other side of these, I've got a mixture of both XLRs, TRS 1/4 inch, as well as even some bare wires, like you can see right there. Some older equipment, like I've got a DBX 160, the original there, right next to my monitor. That's on loan from someone. That doesn't have any connectors in the back like these. So I need bare wires for the back of that. And so having a variety like this just gives me an option for anything. And I can always change these ends later too. It's just nice to do it now and not have to have the options to do it later. I've got all these ends soldered here. I'm about to I need to ground them all together right now. All the grounds are the bare wire here. Gonna solder a strip right across the top here that just puts all the grounds together. I need to do that for that side and the back side. Okay, so I've got my wires that are gonna go across here tinned. You can see they're stiff now and got the solder in them. Now I need to put a little dot. I'll probably actually go right out here since it'll take less to heat up all the way out here. A little dot of solder on each one of those so I can just set this across and touch it and connect it. I'm not going to do anything on this one right here. I don't have any audio routed through here. I'm actually just using it as a strainer leaf because some of these older Switchcraft TT patch bays do not have any. A lot of them have a bar across the back that you can zip tie each one of these to, which is nice. This one does not have that. So I just have it zip tied here to these since I'm not going to use all these inserts. Got it. So I'm not going to ground this is all I'm trying to say. All right, I got all those dots on, and I'm going to now just I'm gonna leave this one long right here for if I put more in right here. All these, I started with all these out. I got this patch bay used for quite cheap, but it had been used. They all still had all the pigtails on them. So first thing I did was went ahead and desoldered all the old ones, pulled them all out because they're much easier to solder when you can turn them any way you need. Soldered them up, and then I just put them in yesterday. Now if I use more right here, I can solder this on and then connect a new line through there. So for now, I'm gonna leave these out since this is all I need for now, just to keep those somewhere safe. Now for the other side. One last thing left to do. I want to ground this side to this side, so all the ins and the outs are grounded. Okay, and that should do it. Make sure there's no cold joints there. So now, if I go back to this end, all my grounds should be connected from one to the other. So this large sleeve right here is the ground. mic connector on there, and touch to this one, I've got ground. If I stick it in pin 1 of this one, I've got ground. Pin 1 of this one, I got ground. If I touch it right here, should have ground. If I touch it anywhere that the wire I just soldered touches, it looks like I've got grounds all the way around. That just helps keep everything on the same page, eliminate buzz, hum, any unwanted noise in the audio signal. The rest of these I am not using for now, so I'm just gonna wrap them up and tuck them back here for future use. All right, got it all installed. This will enable me to use the gear up here without having to crawl behind the desk and unplug, replug everything. And before a mic signal hits my computer interface right over there, I can have it run through compression. I can have this compressor, that compressor, and there's space for more stuff here too. So that wraps up that project.